Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Apple on the daily, weekly, monthly time frames using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. So Apple, had a pretty good run, guys. Had earnings straight up, grinding above, grind the puts. You know how it works. We went right into this little trend line area, pulled back, tried to retrace it up, and then dropped it when we had the Qs and the Nasdaq selling off, a couple weeks ago. We did hold this trend line here. Little couple gaps. That's where we're holding. We're back below the 50 and the 20, a little bit weak. Down sideways at the bottom of this consolidation is weak as well. This is a great inside bar, bearish pattern, just consolidating, in the last couple weeks. 20 MA curls down. That could set this price down to 129. Gap window and possibly gap fill around the 121 area. So watch for that. If this pattern fails, or if you're bullish, you need to get it back above the 50 and the 20 MA, and then make a run for the for more or less this area here. You're going to have big resistance up here from the consolidation. Then, of course, double top right at 156.65. We get above there, and we still have the trend line to deal with right around 157.87, then the 160 even number area. So right now, let's see if this just keeps chopping around in this lower end range. This is telling me lower prices. If it pops above the MAs, then we could possibly get a retrace back up into this big red bar at 155.09, and then that's going to be a big resistance. Again, guys, you got to follow the SPY, the Russell, the Qs. If the Qs are grinding higher, this could possibly grind higher. If the Qs and the indexes are grinding lower, then this will possibly start to slide. So going into next week, though, with the 4th of July coming up, this week coming up could be another light volume just grind, unless some news comes out, because news is driving the markets up or down right now. We're getting those, quick swings up, quick swings down, so keep an eye on there. And of course, Trump, he tweets or something, who knows with that guy, what's going on. So right now, though, slightly bearish on the daily chart, target 129 area, upside 157 to 160. So right now we're kind of a 50-50 shot, but this is setting up bearish. Weekly chart, on the other hand, though, we did close above all the moving averages. A little bit stretched up here, but this is where that trend line comes from, guys. We're in a huge channel right now. You can see it really good on the weekly. We touched these highs. We touched the high, came in. So is it going to hold? Do we come back to the lows, come in this range, or do we just kind of chop around, chop around? Weekly chart showing down, sideways, slightly bearish, good bullish stance above the MAs, but these are getting a little bit wide, so the trend is getting a little bit old on Apple, and we're on the upside of this channel, so you gotta really watch for that. Bullish, you gotta go right back up, fill the gap on the weekly, get above the all-time high, and close at the 160 or higher. Get above this area, show somewhat of a breakout, okay? Breakout, though, we want to see follow through on the following week, closing above the maybe 165 to 170 area if this thing is strong. We are going into earnings, guys. July's coming up, so this could be driving stocks up and down as well. It's amazing how they hold, go into earnings. Hopefully earnings will be good and they'll pop this thing up again. Maybe they'll be bad, maybe they'll drop it in their face. So right now, though, still pretty strong on the weekly. Daily chart's a little bit weak in the inside bar below the MAs, but nothing wrong with this one, guys. Keep an eye on the overall markets, too. That's going to be very important for this trade if you are in the trade in Apple. Right now, monthly's not showing us too much. We still have another week on this. Let's see if we close. If we close, though, in the 143, 142, or anywhere, even below 140, that's slightly bearish. Still a great run. Still extended, though. Remember, we talked about that in the FANG video. Extended from the 20 MA. You have a big gap fill around 121. So top of the channel, just be careful. Nothing's wrong, though, guys. Nothing's wrong with this chart. Great chart. Just boom into this, comes back, boom into that, does it come back again? Still floating higher, still making higher lows, so nothing wrong. But watch out for the 20 MA extension on the monthly. That always tells me it takes time. It's not going to take a couple days. This could take a couple months to come right back into the again, gap fill 120 area, 115 area. So right now, Apple, guys, pretty strong, nothing wrong, top of the channel, so beware of that, and then take it from there. All right, guys, if you like these videos, go to StockBookie.com, sign up for the free membership, and we'll go from there. Thanks again for stopping by, watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.